I'm looking across at them. This is the game where we're going 17-0. We're putting the final emphasis on a perfect season. I'd like to go back in a time machine just to live those 5 seconds and looking in the eyes of those men, because that was the most confidence I've ever felt in my life about anything.
Jim Harbaugh, that is. And there's going to be a run back from 9 deep for Jacoby Jones. And look at him go. Jones is past the 50, and he is flying inside the 20, and a kickoff return, 109 yards and a touchdown, an all-time record.
13:28 left in the third quarter, and somehow a massive outage of power in New Orleans Superdome has put this game on hold.
That's a huge shift in any game, in all seriousness. And as you see how huge it was, because it let them right back in the game.
The 49ers scored 3 touchdowns in a little over 12 minutes.
This is what the Ravens feared coming out of that half-hour outage.
The Ravens' lead was 5. With less than 2 minutes to go, San Francisco had 4th and goal.
Back, soft corner on the right, he squats at the goal line, I pump it, he takes the cheese. Chief runs around him and he spins around and makes just an unbelievable catch.
Unless you're the St. Louis Rams.
Ricky Paul wide open, inside the 10, breaks the 10, yes! Touchdown, Ricky Paul!
Stands in the pocket, dumps it off to the left, complete to J.R. Redmond, 30, 35, to the 40, and a first down. Steps up, fires down the field, caught, Troy ran at the 40, stopping the clock at the Ram 36 with 21 seconds to go.
It happens so quick. I mean, by the time you spike that ball, you got 40 seconds, and you're thinking, this is for the World Championship.
Brady throws the ball to the ground with 7 seconds left, and Adam Vinatieri will try to win it with a 47-yard field goal attempt.
I've got my arm around Johnny, our equipment guy, and I give him a little nudge, and I said, when we go out onto the field and kick this game winner, get your butt down there and get this ball for me.
Banks put Belichick's plan into action, and the rest of the unit followed. The Bills' defense countered by attacking Hostetler.
Was in a little too tight, trips me up, and then all of a sudden I felt this big old mitt on my wrist. I didn't lose the ball, was able to bring it back into my body. You know, they came up with a safety, but they easily had 7, which might have put an end to the game.
2 former backups, Hostetler and Anderson, then led 2 of the most impressive drives in Super Bowl history. With just over 2 minutes left, the Bills trailed by 1 and began driving for the game-winning field goal.
And win a Super Bowl.
I can see the snap, I can hear the kick. He hit it good, and I remember just slow motion and just watching the ball and not being able to tell whether it was good or not.
From my angle I had, it looked good. It wasn't that big of a miss. It was maybe about a yard or two.
And I couldn't see anything but the body language of the guys that were on the field.
Walsh's final game, Super Bowl 23, saw the 49ers execute the West Coast offense to perfection.
That's another great throw by Montana. Great throw. Great catch again by Rice.
I wanted to finish my career with a Super Bowl victory.
With the game tied at 6 late in the third quarter, Walsh's Super Bowl aspirations took a turn for the worse.
Look out, he's gone. It'll be a 97-yard touchdown run for Stanford Jennings.
Montana's path to redemption started on the very next play.
Montana for Rice. Got it out of bounds. And right at the touchdown, 49ers.
Down by 3, the 49ers' drive to victory is the reason Super Bowl 23 is on our list.
Joe Montana, the technician, the surgeon, the conductor.
A lot of people tell me to this day that they remember that Super Bowl because of the way that it ended and the excitement that was attached to it.
Montana steps up, throws. Touchdown!
Davis, same play. Davis to the end zone. Touchdown, Denver!
Truth was stranger than fiction in Super Bowl 32. The Broncos still used Terrell Davis while he was blinded by a migraine.
I think Davis may be shaken up. This would be costly for the Broncos.
KC, okay, just do this. You don't worry about staying on this place because we're going to fake it to you, the 15 lead. But if you're not in there, they won't believe we're going to run, okay?
Terrell got to the huddle. He says, hey, I can't see. I said, well, just go to the left and just run straight ahead and I'll adjust to you.
Vintage John Elway, the 37-year-old, making it happen with his legs.
Everywhere that all it takes is desire to spin back the clock.
He dives inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 8. He wanted that first down.
To an end, and a legend get his ring.
The Broncos have done it!
John Elway was towards the end of his career, and you thought, man, he's never going to get it done, and then he did.
You know how good that nice that ring's going to look on your face.
Super Bowl 49 again, just for Richard Sherman's face on the Malcolm Butler interception.
Brady was sensational in that game, and they had the perfect game plan. Don't test Sherman and Maxwell on the outside. Stay underneath and use the middle of the field.
He lobs it to the right side for Gronkowski. Has a step, has a touchdown! Patriots!
A gutsy call on the final play of the first half swung the momentum for Seattle.
The Seahawks all the way down the field at 30.
Seattle takes the lead in the third quarter.
Touchdown! Seahawks!
Uh-oh, Tom Brady. Where's the Brady magic?
Hey, we've been in worse situations than this, huh?
Brady has the signature Tom Brady fourth quarter.
Touchdown, New England!
11 of 14, 2 touchdowns.
They're back in the lead! Russell's going to lay it up over the top this time. Kearse reaching up. Ball slapped. He caught it! It fell into his arms! He caught it! He caught it! He caught the ball!
When you see that, you can't help but go, it's happening to Brady again.
How many different plays are the Patriots going to have like this? Mario Manningham, David Tyree,
right?
And now Kearse.
Russell Wilson extends the hands he has. Wilson, quick throw. And it's good. Intercepted.
That was a play to win the Super Bowl.
Warner was healthy enough to drive the Rams to a touchdown on their first possession in the third quarter. St. Louis took what felt like a comfortable 16-0 lead. But for the Titans, the fight was not over. Titans scored on 2 consecutive drives to pull within 3 points.
Dives, Heights scores! What a run!
Then, with just over 2 minutes to play, Tennessee tied the game at 16.
First attempt at the 27. Warner back to throw. Rainbows the far sideline. It is caught by Isaac Bruce. Makes him onto the 30, 25-20, and they won't catch him today. Touchdown, Rams!
The Rams needed to stop Titans quarterback Steve McNair. On 3rd and 5, with 22 seconds to play, they could not.
Now steps back, rolls left, rolls right, in bad trouble back at the 40. He gets away somehow, fires downfield, there's Dyson! Dyson at the 10!
Ball timeout. This, 6 seconds to play.
All right, guys, last play of the game.
McNair will work out of the shotgun.
McNair drops, throws right side for Dyson. He dives for the end zone.
Reaches to the goal line. No, he falls at the wall.
Didn't make it. No. Yep. We won it.
Willie Richardson to the right, and Matty's in the slot. And it is intercepted. Randy Beverly downs it. That's the 4th interception.
Aside from opening scores by both teams, Super Bowl 42 was a 3-quarter stalemate.
Touchdown! David Tyree on the post, and the Giants have the lead with 11:05 to go in the ballgame. 20 seconds. Brady gets set, takes the snap, back to throw, lobs one right for Moss, touchdown! The Patriots have the lead with 2:42 to go.
17-14 is the final, okay? 17-14, fellas. One touchdown, we are world champions.
Down 4, you got no option. It's touchdown or nothing.
Touchdown or nothing. Super Bowl champs or Super Bowl losers. One play could make the difference.
Manning takes the snap, back to throw, under pressure, avoids the rush, and he's gonna fight out of it, still fights out of it. Now throws it deep downfield, wide open Tyree, who makes the catch at the 20-yard line. What a play by Manning!
This guy clamps it to his helmet with one hand and then brings the other hand back and pins it and lands on his back and keeps the ball off the ground.
The New York Giants have knocked off the New England Patriots with the most improbable win in recent memory.
It was as if somebody took a pen and pad and they wrote down a script and said, you know, this is the perfect ending.
Minutes, Pittsburgh and Arizona's second quarter scoring spree started this game on its path to greatness. And then James Harrison closed the first half of our #1 game with one of the greatest plays in Super Bowl history.
They're back. He throws the pass. It's going to be picked up. James Harrison has it. He's running up the sideline. An amazing play by James Harrison. 25, 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet at the 45 and down. Now he's still on his feet. Here comes Harrison jumping over people to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. And that's a touchdown from Pittsburgh.
In the fourth quarter, Larry Fitzgerald's record-breaking postseason continued.
Warren Myers over the middle of the fence, caught at the 45-50. Fences loose 40, 30, go by! Cardinals lead!
Gets the snap. He's back. He pops. Scrambles around. Throws it back corner of the end zone. Santonio with a touchdown!
Great catch by Santonio Holmes.
I don't know how he did it!
Santonio Holmes with that amazing catch in the end zone.
What a throw, what a catch. From the 33, Blunt gets it on the handoff. Ball's out. That ball is out. Bill Belichick told us this is the best strip team we will face all year. Falcons overload the right side of the Patriots offensive line. Pass is picked. Intercepted. Robert Alford. He's gone. There are no flags. And the Falcons add to their lead. Alford.
Out of the shotgun, Ryan gets hit. Ball is out. This is a fumble. New England has it. Brady, end zone touchdown. Amendola. Here's Edelman broken up, and the pass is no sign yet. Edelman comes down with a football, and they're saying it's a catch.
Go from the 2. Toss sweep right for James White. Cuts it under the right arm. Cuts it upfield. Driving forward. Diving to the goal line. A touchdown. And a title for the Patriots.
I can't believe it.
They have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history.
This was it. I concede. I have nothing to say. It's the greatest performance I've ever seen on a football field.
But not in my wildest dreams or nightmares did I ever see it happening like that happened. And I'm ready to plunge and go this far, and we'll talk about this throughout the show. But for me, I'm the biggest Michael Jordan fan on the planet, but now I have to be objective. I believe that last night, Tom Brady didn't just eclipse the great Joe Montana within the confines of Super Bowl and NFL. I believe last night, Tom Brady eclipsed the man, MJ, Michael Jordan, as the greatest clutch player in all of sports history.